Practice. Most people completely waste their time on the range because they don't understand there should be two distinct forms of practice. One is where you're actually working on your golf swing, and there's some real key rules about that. The other is the second kind of practice, which is the kind of practice that almost nobody does, where you actually simulate game conditions. You simulate game conditions by putting an element of consequence there, an element of pressure, and being able to record your results. I'm going to show you a few ideas of how to get the absolute best out of your time on the range. So here I am, the first kind of practice, which is changing my golf swing. The golden rule needs to be that when you're working on your golf swing, you just focus on one key position. So many times we see players tying themselves in knots, working on so many different things. The bottom line is this: the golf swing has to change in the brain first, and when you focus on that one aspect, you're going to make that change. So get on the range, very clear on what you're working on. Actually, when you're hitting the shots, it's irrelevant where the golf ball goes. The key here is the feeling of the move that you're trying to make. It's very important to understand the second kind of practice. That's the kind of practice where you simulate game conditions. Golf is a unique sport in so much that every shot that you hit on the golf course has a consequence. It goes on the card. And your practice needs to replicate that. Otherwise, you're just mindlessly hitting golf balls. I've got a couple of ideas that have worked well over the past 10 years or so with some of the best players in the world to get the very best out of your practice time.